Good morning. It is 3:14 in the morning. We're gonna go hit our session bright and early. Well, dark and early. It's basically like the middle of the night. We're gonna hit our session before we go into work, so we got plenty of time to work on the van build after work. We'll have all the sunlight in the world to work on the van. This is already the second week at my new gym. I just hit my head on that rod that's hanging down there. But I've been building some muscle for sure at this new gym. The machines are better. The people that go there are very inspiring. It's not like I'm just going to a gym where a bunch of fat people come walking in. It's like I don't have anything to work for if I'm just seeing a bunch of fat people walking into this gym. That's very interesting. That was something that I didn't think was gonna happen either. I didn't think I was gonna feel like that when I see a bunch of jacked people come walking into this gym. I've still been keeping an eye out on my positions when I'm training. The lengthened position, the mid position, short lengthened, and then the mid lengthened. Some muscles train best in the lengthened position. Some muscles train best in other positions. I don't have enough evidence to claim that keeping track of the positions in your movements are worthwhile. I don't have evidence yet. I am building muscle, but I am still gathering information. I am still tracking. But with that being said, we're gonna go hit our workout right now. We're gonna go to work. We're gonna come back home, and then we're gonna start framing in my van. We're gonna start building this drawer carcass, and we're gonna fit my toilet in my van. Dry flush toilet. They gave us some pea powder. Oh yeah. So we're gonna get this thing out of the box. We're gonna get it charged up. We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna make sure it works real quick. Oh yeah. Do not leave connected for more than 2 hours. So there's a little battery on the back that slides out that I gotta charge. Looks like. And what you gotta do is touch the positive and the negative terminals together with your fingers. Just kidding. Don't do that. This is a pretty basic toilet though. All you do is you just plug it in back here. The battery already comes charged. All right. So I'm gonna test this thing out and see if it works. Let's find out. I'm just gonna pour some water in here. You put in some of this pea powder. You just put that in there. So what it does with the pea is it hardens up. So we're just gonna flush it and see what happens. Nothing happens when you flush it. We just let the battery charge for an hour. So now we can test it. So I called them about the battery, or I called them because the toilet wasn't working. They're gonna send me a new battery cable. Because look here, you can see the exposed copper coming out of this battery cable. That might be the issue. I'm hoping that's the issue, because he's gonna send me out a new cable. So I probably won't even be able to get to flush this toilet at all during this video. But before I close this box up all the way, I might as well get some dimensions and start building the floor that it'll go on. So we got 20 inches length by 16 inches wide. So we'll add an inch to both sides and we'll make our platform. So it'll be 21 by 17 inches. We're gonna use it off of this 1-inch plywood that I made by stacking 2 half-inch sheets of plywood on top of.
We're also going to test the weight of this platform because I don't want it to break. I'm sitting on my toilet. That would suck. Taking a shit and then you just fall right through. Oh yeah, we're good. I'm gonna trace the bottom of my toilet, cut up some blocks. I'm gonna make my own personal floor mount so this toilet does not go flying around when I'm driving. I don't want to be covered in shit while I'm driving. So it's skinnier down here than it is up here. Because what if I decide to trace when it's way offset? Then I'm just fucking myself. So I need to get my trusty speed square. Alright, close enough. Fuck it, whatever. So 3/8 of play. So technically I could just, this is center enough because I used my little speed square trick all the way around front and back, side to side. So now I can trace it. 3.5 inches. So we'll go a little bit under that because I see some screws pointing lower. Here we go. Here's a block. Let's see what this is. 1 3/4. Close enough. So what we'll do is we'll just make little blocks out of here. We'll just put them block here, and then 2 blocks in the back. We're going to use our trusty Craig jig tool. So I just pre-drilled all of these in my little Craig jig tool. This will pocket hole jig, 1 1/4 screws with a Robertson head, Robertson tip. Make sure that they are the right shape, obviously. Oh, that's not going anywhere. I mean, it can bounce around a little bit, but there ain't no way I'm gonna be hitting bumps big enough to lift it off the whole thing. And even if it does, I'll only have 1 inch of clearance up top here, so it'll just hit on the top and we'll be good. That was easier than I thought. So my toilet's gonna go right here. Next, I installed a stud for me to screw my wall into. So this might be a lot easier than I thought, getting this stud in. Nope, never mind, it's difficult. So remember what I said about video games, when you jump out of the map that are out of the boundaries, you start to realize all the buildings look like shit. It's the same kind of idea here. I don't care how this stud looks, as long as it can support stuff, but at the same time, my stuff has to land on it. We're just gonna fucking do that, I guess, and call it good. It is still pretty important to keep your stuff flush, though. You fucking whatever. Okay, we're gonna play a game called Screw It To Anything. The width of the toilet's gonna be the 24, which 24 marks right where my tape measure is bending. Now, if you were to just do a straight shot, boom, you'll land it right on that stud. You want this stud available to screw to as much as possible because look at how good that stud is. So you want to definitely screw to that stud now. And we got a lot of it to screw to. That ain't gonna be going anywhere. I already know that for sure. So now we're just gonna do, I'm messing here, dude. But all we're gonna do is just this left side here. I'm gonna wanna build a big wall right here to separate my toilet and this here fridge. So I'm gonna have a big 1 inch wall right here, and it's gonna shoot pew, right back into here. Both sides of the wall is built. My scale is going to go underneath my toilet. I make a little 2 inch block for the height of my hinge. Enough room for my scale to fit underneath. I like these locking slides because I don't need to make my own lock. It just comes all connected and ready to go. Template to hold it so it's a perfect height. Keep in mind when you're building this, it needs to fit directly into the middle of your drawer slides. I gave it about 1/8 of an inch, and look at that, it fits perfectly. I can screw these in, hopefully without a headache. All right, there we go. Underneath it, I got my scale here. Bang. Then you take your big shit, slides right back in.